Baby, let me tell you, after you lose your job, the bills don't stop. The mortgage still needs to be paid. The groceries still need to be bought. The kids are still eating like grown men. At least mine are. Welcome back to the Layoff Diaries. If you're new here, my name is Kendall, and I am taking you on my journey navigating life after a layoff. In episode 1, I talked about the day that it happened. Episode 2, I talked about being replaceable at work, but irreplaceable at home. Today, we're talking about money and the honest conversations and feelings that go along with losing an income being a 2-income household. So my husband, let me just brag on my man. He has really been holding it down for us in this season. And, going through the layoff, it's been very uncomfortable because, again, we are very much a 2-income household. And after the layoff, we had to get really honest and discuss heavily um, the state of our finances. And it wasn't because things were falling apart. It's just, I think, because when the layoff happened, it caused me to slow down a bit. So there's always been a budget, right? But it wasn't until the layoff happened that we really paid attention to everything that was going on. And, pulling out the spreadsheet. Now I'm really listing, okay, and this really starting to hit. Yeah, a lot of bills. We got a lot going on and trying to figure out, okay, what's necessary, what's not necessary. Things that we thought were necessary didn't seem that necessary at all. I know that was a lot. I'm grateful for my husband. We've been making it work. God has been allowing him to really, cover us in this season. Has it been tight? Yes. Have I been able to do all the things I want to do? No. But we still have a roof over our head. We still have clothes. We have food. And I will be remiss to say we have a strong support system. Thank God for our families and how they have supported us in this season. You got the grandmas, let me slip you a little something here, something there. Things like that have, God has been doing his big one in sustaining us and, you know, not having the luxury to do some of the things I was doing before that really, again, aren't necessary. I'm just grateful that our needs have been met. And so I couldn't ask for anything more than that. So it's really been a season of just being more intentional with the way that we spend our money. And I'm not gonna lie, some of the conversations got a little deep, got a little tense. And when you're not contributing like you used to, it it definitely can be harder, at least for me, harder to feel like I have a say in what goes on. And not that my husband has ever made me feel like, oh, I'm bringing home the bacon. You can't say nothing. No, money talks are not fun. They're not fun for anybody. I don't care who you are, how much money you have. If money is going out, it's an uncomfortable conversation, period. I don't even think it's so much about us looking at stuff and, oh, we got to cut this, we got to cut that. And though we have, it's more so just making sure that for our family goals and things we want to do individually, all the things that we're making decisions that are in alignment with that. One of the things that this season has really taught me um, is the value of partnership. And partnership isn't just about splitting the bills. You pay these bills, I'll pay these bills. No, it's really, considering the vows that we shared 7 years ago, for better, for worse, rich or poor. Now, we're not, poor or anything like that, but it's definitely uncomfortable. And this season has really allowed both of us to walk out those vows and to be there for one another in ways that we may not have intentionally been doing before. my parents, they have this thing where when one is having a bad day, the other is going to shoulder and be the strength for that person. And so, like, if my dad's having a bad day, my mom, even if she's feeling it, she's going to be that positive, source of strength for him. And vice versa. If she's having a bad day, he's going to be that. And I love that that's something that they practice in their marriage. I just love that going through this process, I have the support, true support of my husband, and he doesn't make me feel less than or anything like that. Um, Now that I'm in a different situation, we'll call it that. Don't run away from the hard conversations. It's in those conversations that you realize sometimes that you're more aligned than you think you are, but just being able to have that partnership is so important, and to really be able to lean on each other. In the next episode, I'm going to talk about faith. Am I walking the walk, talking the talk? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss that video, and also so that you'll just get notifications about anything as it relates to my channel. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll chat later. Bye.